Serendipity. What if I told you that one of the greatest scientific revolutions didn't start in a grand university, but in a tiny fabric shop in the Netherlands? A simple shopkeeper, a polished lens, and an accident that would unlock a hidden world. Leeuwenhoek, a draper by trade, mastered lens making to inspect cloth fibers. But curiosity whispered in his ear, what else could these lenses reveal? And so, he placed a drop of water beneath his homemade microscope, and there, within that single droplet, something moved. Tiny creatures, darting, twisting, alive. A world no one had ever seen before. He had stumbled upon something beyond imagination, the first glimpse of bacteria and protozoa. Eager to share his discovery, Leeuwenhoek wrote to the world's greatest scientific minds. But when his letters reached London, the response was not excitement, but skepticism. Impossible, they said. Tiny creatures? Invisible to the naked eye? Nonsense. Examining plaque from his own teeth, he discovered countless bacteria, more than the number of people in an entire kingdom. What if these tiny creatures could make people sick? He had come so close to discovering the germ theory of disease. But the world was not ready. His work lay forgotten, waiting for another mind to stumble upon it, centuries later. Nearly 200 years later, another scientist, in another country, peered into a microscope and saw something eerily familiar. Louis Pasteur had unknowingly picked up where Leeuwenhoek left off. Pasteur proved what Leeuwenhoek had unknowingly hinted at. These invisible creatures weren't just floating in water. They were everywhere, even in the air. And they were the unseen enemies of human health. Then, an accident. Pasteur left his bacteria cultures out too long. When he injected chickens with a weakened strain, they didn't die. Instead, they became immune. The first modern vaccine had been discovered by pure chance. Pasteur's moment of truth came when a desperate mother brought her rabies-infected son to him. With no other hope, he injected the experimental vaccine. And then, they waited. Days passed, then weeks, and the boy survived. The world had changed. Thank you.